So I have a boyfriend, and his name is Andrew Philip Cunningham, and I love him a whole bunch. Words can't really describe how much he means to me, and I say it all the time, and I send him long, sappy, emotional messages on multiple social media platforms. But I honestly just hope he never forgets how much he means to me. My whole life, I have been treated kind of like a princess, but along with that, I've also not been treated like a queen, if that makes sense. The whole respect thing has always been an issue for me, and kind of a bit scary for me to think about anyone coming into my life and actually respecting me, because I'm not used to it. But then when Andrew came in, it was like everything started changing. The way that I felt about myself and the way that I felt about the world. And all of a sudden, it was like this one person came into my life and things got a lot clearer. Things started making more sense to me, and I was able to see how much one person can shape your world completely. Andrew deals with a lot of my craziness and goofiness, but he also never fails to make me smile on the harder days and makes my brighter days even brighter, which sometimes I'm surprised is even possible, because I can have really good days. But something about just the way that he appreciates me, the way that he is selfless and cares for me, and I never have to question that, is one of the most comforting things in the world. I was thinking about how crazy it is that one person can have that much of an impact on your life, and I'm someone who wants to change lives every day, and so you really gotta find someone in your life that sharpens you to be better, that encourages you to go above and beyond what you already think you're doing well. He's my best friend. He's helped me through so many different things, has listened to me, has told me things that I don't want to hear, but sometimes I need to hear. And I think that's kind of one of the best kinds of love that you can find, is someone that doesn't change who you are, but just makes you want to be better. And I really think I found that with Andrew. A lot of people think it's so crazy, the fact that, like, I found him so quickly, and everything is working out as well as it is. But honestly, like, when I met Andrew for the first time, it was like there's a sense of home, and I knew that there's something about him that was just way different than anyone I had ever come in contact with or met or developed any kind of relationship with. I've had a lot of almost relationships, and I've had a lot of just hurt and heartbreak in the past, and I think for someone to come in and just open my heart up and almost heal it just by speaking words of affirmation and showing me how much I deserve and how much I should feel loved, has been just a crazy journey for me, and I'm so thankful that I have such an incredible human being like Andrew, because quickly he became someone that I couldn't see myself without, and I just think that, miracles never cease in this world, and I think Andrew is a prime example of that. He's been my rock through so many different things. He's loved me so well, and I can't believe that I get someone as lucky as him to be my boyfriend, and to be in my life in general. And I know that no matter what, what we go through, we come back stronger than ever. But Andrew's a really good listener, and he kind of wears his heart on his sleeve, and he thinks that a lot of the things that he's done in his past have...
Hey, guess what?
They've shaken him up, but I just want him to remember that those things are what have made him the person that I've really fallen in love with over the past few months. And I think it's so crazy that someone has the power to be able to do that. Because I never expected to have a relationship as good as this one, and it's just, I'm at a loss for words, honestly. Like, I could talk about this for hours and hours and hours, but I have the best boyfriend in the world, In some aspects, he saved me from overthinking. He saved me from, I don't know, just so much overthinking that could have ended up being deconstructive. And I feel really lucky to have such an incredible human being in my life. And I hope that he never goes away because he's someone that I can't imagine life without. And it's crazy to me that someone like him is interested in someone like me. But what's even cooler about that, even though there is that little doubt in my mind, I know that I don't have to pretend to be anybody else but myself because he accepts me and he loves me for me. And that is something that I will never be able to thank him enough for. He loves really well. He's someone that this world needs a lot more of. And I couldn't thank him enough for everything. He is just the cutest person ever, too. His really cute brown eyes that are just super friendly and make me fall in love every time I see them. His hugs, and I think that's really special, too, is that every time he kisses me or every time he hugs me, and every, physical action, you can feel how much he loves me and each and everything. Even eye contact from across the table, literally anything, just the way he looks at me, I just feel like the happiest girl in the world because I know that I have someone super special. And I think he takes himself for granted a lot of the time, but literally everything about him is just perfect to me. There's so many things that I could go on and on and on talking about that I'm so grateful for about him in particular. And I know that he doesn't see him all the time, but hey man, that's why I'm his girlfriend, and that's why I'm here to hype him up throughout the whole entire thing. But honestly, he's such a great boyfriend, and I don't really know what I would do without him. He loves me more than, I don't know, he's just shown me so much love. And that's something that I couldn't thank him enough for. And I've said that, and I keep saying that, but I have so many words, but I don't have enough to pretty much, sum up how much I love him, because it's unspeakable. And I just love being a part of his life, and I love being a part of his story and encouraging him. He's one of the hardest workers that I know, and I know that work and, other stuff it's not always easy. Life isn't always easy, but he gets through it, and he pushes through, and it inspires me as a person every single day. There's so many things about him so many different qualities and so many different skills and talents that he has that I wish I had even a tiny ounce of. But there's truly no one like him. So I think that that's kind of impossible. He's just one of a kind. And I don't know what I did to deserve him, but now that he's in my life, I don't ever want him to go away. It's so crazy to me that I keep saying that, but it is. This whole thing to me is just so crazy that I have a person that I feel like is so entirely different to me, but is very much also sort of like me. I've had people here tell me that I have a new confidence on my face, and that's because I have so much confidence and hope in him as my boyfriend and my best friend. And I know that I can always depend on him and trust him with my whole heart. And I love him with my whole heart. And I knew that it was going to be hard to do long distance, and I miss him a lot. But some people are worth all of those miles. And Andrew is 100% worth every single one of them. And I wear this bracelet on my wrist, and I just look at it, And I just can't believe that someone's so proud to have me. Because it hasn't always been easiest for me by any means. And the things that I've been through in just 20 years of my life is just unexplainable, and it's kind of crazy. But to know that I've had a constant backbone over the past few months, and I feel better about myself than I ever have in my whole entire life, feels so good. And I feel so strong, and part of that is because of Andrew Cunningham. And I don't know what I did. Like I said 5 billion times now, I don't know what I did to deserve my best friend, but I got the best one, and nothing will ever change my mind about that.